Good morning. Welcome to the world of architecture. Design plays a vital role in architecture. To learn design for its success, one must have to learn various subjects which support for its execution. One such subject is construction technology and material, without which one cannot see the tangible aspect of building. As per the requirement, the functional aspect changes, and so is the face of the building. As a prerequisite of the building, the typology of building varies. There are various types of buildings, such as residential buildings, educational buildings, institutional buildings, assembly buildings, business buildings, mercantile buildings, storage buildings, industrial buildings, hazardous buildings, and so on. The name itself suggests the function which is going to be there in that building. But the base or components of any buildings are same. So don't you feel it is just like a human being? As human being also breathe. They are also having skin. They are also having skeleton system, etc. Buildings are can also be called as living creature, as just like human being, it also breathe. It is having skin and skeleton system. Here you can see the image of human body. So human body is composed of head, the upper part that is head, eyes, nose, mouth, the shoulders, hands, the middle portion that is chest and stomach. Then the lower portion is your legs and the foot. Similarly, building is also composed of various different elements. To make the building stand, the first and the foremost part is the foundation system, which carries the load of different components of buildings. It is always beneath the soil. Then it is further connected to the columns to make the building stand in an aligned position in a vertical manner. Don't you feel it is just like a human body wherein our foot takes the load of the whole body and the middle portion that is the legs and the upper chest and stomach portion helps to make us stand upright. You can also relate these components of building that is foundation and columns to the tree wherein similar just like the foundation which is beneath the soil, similarly the roots of the trees also goes inside the soil, inside the ground level. Then what makes trees to stand up upwards? It is nothing but the trunk of the tree which acts like a column. This is basically the structural system of a building wherein the load is carried by beams and it is transferred to column to the foundation and ultimately to the soil. Similarly, like human body, where our basic skeleton system is made up of bones, which is one of the hardest material, which carries the load and transfer it to our foot. Now let us see the other components of buildings. When you enter a building, you enter through a porch, the outermost portion of the building. It could be covered from the top, it could be semi-covered from the top, but it will be open from all the three sides. Then there is a balcony, which is a semi-enclosed space to enjoy the nature by sitting over here. It is just like an eyes. Then the pergola, which is the outer part of the building, which you can see over here. It is just a combination of horizontal members. It could be wooden or it could be steel. It could be fiber. Then there is a roof, which is the topmost portion of the building, which protect us from the climatic conditions. Then there are different parts of the building, just like wall, the door from where you enter, the plinth on which you walk, the ground level, the floors on which we walk. There could be n number of floors in a building. Then to climb those floors we need a staircase. Don't you feel that these are similar parts of the human body? You can relate your porch and balcony and the pergola to eyes, nose, mouth. Roof could be related to the head or the hairs. The different parts like wall is the superficial structure of the human body. Then the door, that is the opening. Window and door could be like your pores also, which are there on the skin. Then the staircase, that is our circulatory system. The part is the ventilator, which is a small opening at the outer or the periphery side of the building. The openings should always be covered with chhajja, which is a small projections above the opening, which protect us from the direct penetration of sun and rain or snow. Building services helps in making the building breathable, as this is heart of the building, which makes the building functional. Building services includes plumbing services, it is water supply, sanitation, rainwater harvesting, and so on. The electrical services, air conditioning, acoustics, fire detection, and etc. We also have to look upon the finishes. Oh, you must have got bored of looking at the various components and the services of the building. Now get some relaxation. Look at the pictures, what the two buildings are talking and how the materials are playing the role. So, in the next slide, we will see how to make the building happy. As our body is composed of various different materials, so is the building. So, building is made up of various types of materials. But all those materials should possess certain characteristics or the certain properties which makes in making the building livable. So, it should have the property of water resistance, it should possess the strength, the durability, it should be resistant to the temperature. Definitely it should appeal, so the appearance of the building, and it should be permeable, means the breathable. When the building materials possess these types of properties, That building needs to be happy building. Now let us see the various types of building materials which we are using for our building construction. The commonly known materials such as bricks, lime, timber, cement, glass, mortar, steel, paints, varnishes or distempers, then plastics, concrete, stones, clay products, and the list goes on. Now let us see the use of various building materials. First, the very well known building material, that is bricks. Let us see the use of it. So bricks are used to construct the buildings, the jalis, which is there easily, you can see it on the screen. Then the dams are also constructed out of bricks, the roads, then for sewer lines, for bridges construction. Then in the form of a column, we call it as a piers, then the tunnels and the pitching work. Here on the screen, if you see, the Great Wall of China is also constructed out of bricks. Bricks are not the newly invented material, rather its use can be seen in Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. Here in this slide, the use of stone is very well can be seen. Stones are used for the construction of falling water. It is also used to construct wall and as a pavers. Then stones are also used for construction of columns. It is also used as a facing material to enhance the beauty of the building. Then also used for the bridge construction. Another building material could be the clay. So there are n number of products which can be made out of clay. It is also used for the mural construction also. Building materials could be the tiles. As all of you are well aware that tiles, these are also in different forms available in the market. They are used to cover the floor, again for aesthetical purpose. Then there are terracotta tiles, then the earthenwares, stonewares. These are all the different materials, even the porcelain. These are all different materials which are used for the decorative purpose, for roofing purpose. Then the stoneware, earthenware and porcelain are also used for drainage pipes. Even it is used in interiors to enhance the aesthetics for theme-based things. Then the used as a pavers also. Another material is lime. Lime is used as a mortar. Also it is used for making the plasters. This material is a modern building material which can be combined with aerated concrete and lime to make the sand bricks. It is also used for whitewashing and as a base coat also it is used. Lime is not as such a completely new material. It is used since industrial revolution. Then another building material is of steel. You must have seen the reinforcement when there is a slab construction or when there is any type of construction going on. Steel plays a vital role. So it is available in different form, that is tin plates. Then the structural steel is there for to take the load. Then hammers, chisels, saws, axes, drills, knives, punches all are made out of steel. Another building material is the cement. Cement basically used for the masonry work, for plastering and pointing. This major component of building material, that is cement, is used for floors, roof, lintels, joints, for drains and pipes, foundation preparation. Another natural material is timber. Earlier, the buildings or the houses are constructed out of timbers. Nowadays, the timbers are processed as per the needs and then it is used for exterior as well as for interior purpose. With the timber, you can have sofas, the divans, the couches. We can construct or we can have a kitchen furniture out of timber or the wood. Then the bed. It is also used for flooring purpose. It is used majorly for the scaffolding. Now there is a shift of scaffolding, wooden scaffolding to the steel scaffolding, but still at places wooden scaffolding is still in use. Then the frame structures, then the buildings are also constructed out of timber or wood in present day context also. Material which I am discussing today is glass. Glass is a transparent material giving it a delicacy look. Glass is used in interiors as well as in external purpose. Glass can be used for pavement lights or the lantern lights. Because of transparency, glass is majorly used for windows, doors, even for the skylights, wherein the sun rays can easily be passed through the glass. Made skyscrapers, then the buildings are made out of glass. To conclude for today's session, I hope you got the glimpses of various building materials and the building elements. Thank you so much. Thank you all of you for the patientful listening of presentation by architect Vaijayanti Yadav. Hope you enjoy the presentation. Thank you.